get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Already a pair of third-down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third-down try. On 3rd down, it's Williams, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Turn up. Alert 3.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Not today, you are. Not yet.
Back to throw here. Goodwin able to haul it in. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
26 yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike. Ready? 34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep rights, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
What we got? Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Wait.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, First half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Take four, take four. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. What? Go. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone.
Keep playing hard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Yo, 54. Mike's 54. Check, check.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. Check, 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 check.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Let's go.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
6-man.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Hey.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Mike 54. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds Cook. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Anyway. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, son.
On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hatchet. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 36. No. Go back. Off. You got motion. Back up.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch that.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's get off the field.
Jackson from the shotgun. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
This is fielded at the 7. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Keep playing hard, fellas.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got 3. We got 6.
2nd and 6. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They run it again with Williams. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
We want it. Come to my work. Mike 34, Mike 34. Come on. Watch the run, watch the run. Let's go, hey. Go Mike 34, Mike 34. We got it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. But it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. That's not exactly what you want there, especially given the time on the clock. But now, you've got to kick the field goal, right?
You do, and actually, you show a little faith in your defense when you do that, because you kick the field goal here. You're telling them, we believe you'll get the ball back for us for one more shot.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick here is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT? Or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Watch 54. Watch 54. Switch up. Switch up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Check in. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Go. Go. Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Focus, defense, focus.
34. Echo.
Now Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Out. Go. Moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving. Joker.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm trying to collect. Hey, 1 second. Check. 54. Mike, 54. It's our time.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.